out in the 8th and final stage of this year's Tour of Britain. 147.7 kilometres, starting in Reigate, finishing up the cobbled high street of Guildford. Heading over the Surrey Hills, this stage takes in 3 classified climbs in what should be the final showdown between the riders fighting it out for the gold IG Markets jersey of overall winner.
At this stage in the race, we should have a pretty good idea of who's going to win. But even if we don't know the exact identity of the rider, what we can be sure of this time is that there's a better chance than ever of it being a British rider who wins the Tour of Britain.
Whilst the Tour of Britain is only 8 stages compared to the 21 that the riders face in the 3 Grand Tours each year, it's still a tough test. Coming in September you can get some differing weather conditions, and it's still over 100 miles average a day, or 160 kilometres. The last 3 years have seen 3 big name winners. Last year it was Lars Bohm from the Rabobank team. The previous year Michael Albertini, currently riding for Orica Greenedge. And the year before that it was Edvald Boasson-Hagen, twice a winner of a stage at the Tour de France last year, and instrumental this year in helping Bradley Wiggins to the overall victory. It can, however, be quite a difficult race to predict. September's a funny month for form of the riders. Some of them are on the way down. It might be their last race of the season, whilst others are preparing for the World Championships, which comes just a week after the race.
We've just got to the bottom of the Bar Hatch Lane, King of the Mountains descent. And it's quite clear that it's going to make life quite difficult. It's a really technical descent, it's fast, it's quite a lot of pedalling, and more to the point, it's exceedingly narrow. So any break that gets away over the top is going to have quite a lot of room to manoeuvre, and it's going to make life very difficult to catch back up in the peloton.
When you're riding along a flat road, most of your power is going into displacing the wind in front of you. While we're seeing so many aerodynamic aids even in road racing. Simon, behind me here, saving around 30% compared to me. When you're sat in the middle of a plunge, that can go up to 50 or even 60%.
We're getting into the latter part of the stage now. There's going to be a few tired bodies, I'm pretty sure of that. In total, to get here, we've covered 1,339 kilometres in this year's race. There's only 10k to go now to the finish. In total, since the start of the Tour of Britain in 2004, we've covered 9,542 kilometres on British roads. If you want to see what difference the fans can make, you need look no further than the success of the British team at the London Olympics this year. I'm expecting the Tour of Britain this year to be better supported than ever after this, and particularly the unprecedented 1-2 from Bradley Wiggins and Chris Froome at the Tour de France, not to mention Mark Cavendish continuing to rack up stage victories. Whatever happens, the support on these roads will certainly spur on the British riders. Waiting in the wings is another Brit, John Tiernan-Locke. Last year he ripped the race apart with short punchy climbs over Dartmoor, and today on this Surrey stage he could well do the same again.
I have to say that's a tough finish here in this town of Guildford. Not only is the last 200 metres on a climb, there's also some pretty nasty cobbles. I can still see a reasonable sized group coming in towards this finish, and with Mark Cavendish in possibly his last day in that rainbow jersey of world champion, you can be sure he's going to be particularly motivated.